It's generally seen as a black and white. You're either one or the other. You're either gay or you're either straight. There's no in between, and there's no way you can possibly be attracted to more than one gender. And I would like to say that's complete and utter fucking bullshit coming from someone who, simply put it, the easy way to refute it is that there are people that masturbate to girls, and there's people that masturbate to guys. And it's not just a phase, and it isn't just a short-lived thing. It's something that goes on their entire life. And let's say it is a phase. There are a lot of gay people that tend to use the whole bisexuality thing as a coming out as a way to transition into coming out as a homosexual. It is quite common that they will know the type of backlash they'll get when they come out as gay. So instead, they basically decide to say they're bisexual as kind of a stepping stone into coming out with basically their true identity. And while there are some people that may call themselves bisexual, but deep down, they know that they're one or the other, there are also a lot of people that may use it short-lived and they're just confused about their sexuality. And you know what, when you're going through puberty, you're going to learn quite a lot of things about yourself. And you may find that your sexuality is something that completely changes. In fact, sexuality can change quite a lot. You don't choose it, it's not optional, but it can change, and environmental factors can affect it and make stuff different. So while yes, there are quite a lot of people that do use the bisexual term and may not fully realize their own sexuality, and it may seem like a phase because of that, and a lot of people use it as a stepping stone, so it may seem like a phase because of that as well. It isn't a phase. That's just an instant of people using it as a stepping stone, and that's an instant of people using it and being confused with their sexual identity. It doesn't mean that they chose the sexuality and then they moved on, and even if they did, wouldn't that prove that it does exist? And that you can be one or the other if it is a phase. Even if it is just for a limited time only, be a queer.
It's fun, it's easy, and it doesn't cost anything. Call now. You have absolutely nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Except for your heterosexuality. Be gay. Today.
That would mean, for the limited time only, that you chose to like both genders, meaning that you can, in your life, be attracted to both genders on the exact same mutual level. And because of gay people actually using the bisexual thing as a way of coming out, and because there's a lot of reluctance towards accepting bisexuality as an actual sexuality, there are a lot of people that will just turn and say, "Nah, I just think you're gay." Because they do think it's more lenient to that. Because, yes, being bisexual isn't like being straight, but it's also not like being gay. I would say it kind of falls more in the middle, and it's basically taking a bit of both. And you may even throw some other stuff into the mix. They may like she-males, they may like transgender men, they may like transvestites. There's plenty of stuff that people can be attracted to being bisexual. There's a lot of reasons a lot of people have assumed that I'm gay, and it's because I've mentioned that I find guys hot. And I do. Big whoop. I also find women hot, which means I'm a bisexual. I would just enjoy having sex with a woman just as much as I would with a guy. I don't normally talk about it that much unless the conversation's provoked, and I normally do just discuss it with close friends, and not in front of a giant audience of my YouTube subscribers. Basically, in the context of this anecdote, I know from first-hand experience that you can be attracted to both. It doesn't come with greed, it doesn't come with all of this. It merely is just an attraction to both genders. It may seem like I'm hammering the point into the thing and this may be a no-shit Sherlock, but look around, there's so many people that just view it as a sexuality that doesn't exist. It's a pseudo-sexuality, and people like to assume that it's either a stepping stone or a phase or all of this. And while it doesn't emotionally affect me, and it doesn't make me depressed or suicidal that people would misconstrue my sexuality, I don't fucking care. And to clarify to the people saying, Well, you do care if you're making a video. Yes, I care on it being misinterpreted because it's fucking stupid, but I don't care on a moral issue that I think these people are pieces of shit. I think they're ill-informed. I don't think they're douchebags. Fuck, most of them are my friends and they just don't understand it. Fuck, there are some people that do it unwittingly. Like the people that accuse Freddie Mercury of being gay when he was a bisexual himself. And that's a clear, the most popular example of someone who's a bisexual being interpreted as a homosexual because he likes men. Despite the fact that he also likes women, but because people don't think bisexuality is a real fucking sexual deviant, people just assume that if you're bisexual, you're automatically gay, even if there's proof of you being attracted to both genders. Just because you don't understand a sexuality, and you may not have the sexuality, doesn't mean you dismiss it as fake. This goes for, even lesser known stuff like asexuality, which is you not being attracted in any sort of way to both men and women and everyone. You don't dismiss it as fake just because you yourself don't have the sexuality, or it may be less common or a bit more difficult to understand. This isn't an LGBT video where I'm a part of the LGBT because I'm a bisexual. I know I'm just this white knight SJW because I like both men and women, according to the internet, but I'm not. I'm calling out the stupidity of a misinterpreted sexuality because it's as simple as that. You like dick and you like vagina. It's not as simple as you can only like one or the other, and if you do, it's just for a limited time only, and that you're gonna grow out of it. That's bullshit. And if you generally are confused with your sexuality, and you really don't know, or you want to use it, fine. Go ahead. And just because you don't have the sexuality, don't use that as a reason to say it's fake. Learn more and try to understand the sexuality because it's really not as complicated as people make it out to be. Also, it's not as simple as people make it out to be as a black and white topic.